One of Minx's crew and 3 of the guests went to the foredeck to help the injured deckhand. But the severity of his injuries meant that there was little they could do to help him. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the vlog. If you are new to the channel, a big warm welcome. My name is Tristan Mortlock and this is Captain's Vlog. Now, not your usual video today. Today we're going to be talking about a incident that happened in May 2019. The reason we're talking about it almost 2 years later is because the MAIB, which is the Marine Accident Investigation Branch, had just launched their report on the accident just last month. Now, there's a number of reasons I feel that I should talk about this accident on this channel. One of the reasons is because of this platform I have here on YouTube and on social media. I feel it's a responsibility of mine to discuss it and to see if we can stop it from happening again. Another reason is on the day of the accident, I was filming a vlog, and both yachts which were involved in the accident also appeared on the vlog. So 2 hours after the vlog was filmed, we had left and gone to Monaco, is when the accident happened and Motor Yacht Vision collided with the Motor Yacht Minx, resulting in the death of one of the crew members on board Motor Yacht Minx, a young man from the UK. So if you go on to, if you look at the other videos on the channel, there's a video that I published, if you look at the cursor, on May 26, 2019, when the video was published. It was published the day after the incident. But if you look over my left shoulder here, this here is Motor Yacht Minx, and this here is Motor Yacht Vision. And you can see, if I just fast forward a little bit here, I pause there. So again, here we have Motor Yacht Minx, here we have Vision, and directly behind Vision here, this is Motor Yacht Lizzie, which is also part of our fleet. And some of you may know I was the captain on board Lizzie for more or less 8 years. So what we're going to do now is get into the report. If you're interested in watching this video, the Monaco F1 video, I'll put a link just up here so you can watch it later, here or here. So we're going to read through the report. I will be showing some photos of the incident, which some viewers may find disturbing. So this is just a word of caution. Don't worry, I'm not showing any injuries or blood. It's just damages done to the yachts. And I'm going to be reading through the report, and at the end we can see what we can learn from it. So here's the summary. So this report was issued by the MAIB in January 2021, and we're going to start from the very beginning and read through it and show you the images as I read through. At 20:52 on the 25th of May 2019, the Gibraltar registered Motor Yacht Vision collided with the UK registered Motor Yacht Minx, which was anchored at the Sainte Marguerite Island near Cannes in the south of France. Minx's deckhand was on the foredeck and was fatally injured by the collision. Vision and Minx's guests had spent the afternoon and evening drinking and partying together. On departure from the anchorage, Vision's skipper attempted a high-speed close pass of the anchored Minx. The aim of the close pass was at the suggestion of Vision's charterer to provide an opportunity for the guests to wave goodbye to their friends on board the Motor Yacht Minx. However, during the maneuver, Vision's skipper lost control of the yacht and it collided with the anchored Minx. The accident happened because Vision's skipper underestimated the risks associated with the close pass maneuver and prioritized his perception of the charterer's wishes over the safe navigation of the vessel. Blood sample tests conducted the day after the accident indicated that Vision's skipper was under the influence of cannabis, which was likely to have impaired his judgment. The report includes a recommendation to the Royal Yachting Association, or otherwise known as the RYA, and the Professional Yachting Association, also known as the PYA, to promulgate the safety lessons from this investigation to owners and operators of commercial motor yachts. Factual information narrative. At 1200 on the 25th of May 2019, the beneficial owner, her husband, and their 7 guests, consisting of family and friends, embarked on board Motor Yacht Vision in Monaco. Vision then proceeded to the Sainte Marguerite Islands near Cannes, France, anchoring there about an hour later. After anchoring, Vision's guests were taken ashore to a restaurant for drinks and a meal. At about the same time, the Motor Yacht Minx departed its marina berth in Antibes, then proceeded to Villefranche-sur-Mer, where the owner and his 8 guests, also a group of family and friends, were embarked by the tender. Minx then headed to join Vision at the Sainte Marguerite Island, arriving around 2:30 in the afternoon. By about 1500, all the guests from both yachts were ashore at the restaurant. Both crews remained on board the yachts. During their meal, the guests agreed to continue the party back on board, and Vision's charterer called the skipper and asked him to raft up with Minx. Vision's skipper contacted Minx's skipper and discussed the plan, then let out more anchor chain and manoeuvred the yacht alongside Motor Yacht Minx. By about 1830, everyone was back on board and the drinking and partying continued, with most of the guests on board Vision. During the party, Vision's skipper, encouraged by the guest, did a daring shallow dive into the sea from the flybridge. At about 20:30, Vision's crew started preparing to return to Monaco. So the guests were all asked to return to their own yachts. It was still daylight with good visibility, light airs, and the seas were calm. Vision's skipper went to the flybridge with the charterer and one of the guests. The engines were running and the mate was raising the anchor. When on the flybridge and in a conversation with the skipper, Vision's charterer asked if there would be an opportunity to pass Minx when departing the anchorage to allow the guests to wave goodbye to their friends on board the anchored Minx. At about the same time, Minx's skipper started the engines and the crewman, Jake Feldware, went to the foredeck to prepare for lifting the anchor. After Vision had been manoeuvred clear of Minx, it was discovered that a guest mobile phone had been left on board. Vision's skipper then manoeuvred the yacht back close to Minx so the mobile phone could be returned. Then Vision started opening away on a westerly heading. Having opened to a distance of 750 meters from Minx, Vision's skipper turned the yacht to an easterly heading, moved down from the flybridge to the internal wheelhouse, then began to accelerate ahead. The skipper's intention was to conduct a fast slalom-like maneuver close down the port side of the anchored Minx. As its speed increased, Vision started planing and its propellers were creating a rooster tail, water spray astern. At the distance between the two yachts rapidly decreased, Vision's mate, who had been stowing fenders, had joined the skipper at the internal steering position. In the final approach, Vision's skipper made an alteration of course to starboard to head directly towards Minx, intending to then swing almost immediately back to port close by the anchored yacht. During the maneuver, Vision did not respond to the skipper's application of port wheel, and it collided with Minx's bow, striking the deckhand. Automatic Identification System, AIS, data shows that Vision's speed immediately prior to collision was just under 33 knots. On impact, Minx shuddered violently and heeled to starboard, resulting in most of the crew and guests being thrown to the decks, with several suffering minor injuries. It was immediately apparent to Minx's skipper that the deckhand was very seriously injured. So he reported the accident to the French authorities by a high-frequency radio call, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. One of Minx's crew and 3 of the guests went to the foredeck to help the injured deckhand. But the severity of his injuries meant that there was little they could do to help him. Vision's skipper was shocked by what had happened, so the mate took control and anchored the yacht. After the accident, French emergency services and maritime police attended the scene. The injured deckhand could not be resuscitated. Later that evening, both yachts proceeded under police escort to marina berths in Cannes. Both yachts were damaged in the accident. The Sainte-Marguerite Island is the largest of the Laurent Islands, lying about 1 nautical mile south of the French Riviera town of Cannes. The island was a popular tourist area and anchoring was permitted on its north coast. A 5-knot speed limit applicable to all vessels extended out to 300 meters from the island's shoreline. There was also a 10-knot speed limit for vessels crossing between Cannes and the Sainte-Marguerite Island. Vision's skipper was familiar with the area and aware of the speed restrictions. Vision is a 78 gross ton Pershing 92 motor yacht. Vision was built in Italy in 2013 and had a registered length of 23.96 meters. It was certified to carry up to 10 passengers. Vision was propelled by 2 1,939 kilowatt engines, powering surface-piercing drives to a top speed of about 40 knots. Motor Yacht Vision was operated by 3 permanent crew: a skipper, mate, and stewardess. Vision's skipper was a 42-year-old French national who had been involved in commercial sail and motor yachting all of his working life. He held an RYA Yachtmaster Offshore Certificate of Competency issued in 2001. The skipper had been in charge of Vision since May 2018, prior to which he had operated a smaller surface drive propelled motor yacht. The skipper had not consumed cannabis between the accident and the time of the sample. The French laboratory's toxicology report stated that since the skipper had not consumed cannabis between the time of incident and taking of samples, he was under the influence of cannabis at the time of the incident. 7 months later, in December 2019, a second test of the skipper's blood sample returned a negative result with no cannabinoids detected. Minx is an 87 gross ton UK registered Princess 88 motor yacht. It was built in the UK in 2014 and had a registered length of 23.95 meters. Minx was based in Antibes in the south of France. It was available for commercial charter and operated by a permanent crew of 4: a skipper, deckhand, chef, and stewardess. Minx's skipper was a 50-year-old Republic of Ireland national who held a Maritime and Coast Guard Agency STCW Certificate of Competency. He had been in the owner's employment for 11 years. The deckhand was a 27-year-old British national who had some previous experience of the boating industry. He had made contact with Minx's skipper as he was known personally to the stewardess. Having flown to France and met the skipper, he was offered the position as Minx's deckhand. He held an RYA Powerboat Level 2 qualification that had been obtained so he could operate Minx's tender. The accident occurred on the deckhand's first day at sea on board Minx. The autopsy report has stated that the deckhand died from traumatic head injuries. So guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. But finally, I just want to send my sincere condolences to Jake's family, his friends and his colleagues, and let's hope that we all learn something from this, and all it takes is, you know, a bad judgment, you know, in somebody's long career, and you can take somebody's life. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.